Tonight, one man will be crowned king of the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge. Will it be the mysterious Sinn, now with the beautiful but deadly Gemini at his side?
They may as well give me the title right now.
The Vigilante has set his sights on the prize.
Ready, aim, fire.
Tony Kozina, the smallest man in the tournament, faces his biggest challenge yet.
No one believed I'd get this far, and I'm not finished yet.
And Golden Boy Gary Steele, flying the flag for Great Britain.
I'm going to keep the trophy here in England.
4 men on a mission, but only one can win the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge.
It's the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge. I'm Mark Webster, this is Mike Coulson, and this is what it's all about. There is the silver there that will be won today in our finals program, Mike.
And it's about time we've gotten down, and once again, that stupid commissioner has set things up so we've got 2 Americans against each other, and that guarantees you a British wrestler in the final.
I think guarantees a British win when it's Gary Steele, if it could be him.
Weighing 171 pounds, Tony Kozina!
So first we've got to do some business, and this is the first bout, and it is the first semi-final between those 2 Americans. And I'll tell you what, this fella could have travelled here as hand luggage, and look at him, he's on 1 step away from a final.
I'll tell you, your Vigilante could take a lesson from that. He's got the Lone Ranger's old saddle blanket on, but for the first time, he's wearing his NWA North American title belt. Tony Kozina may be small, but he packs a lot of power in a small package.
And accompanied by Gemini. He's from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing 220 pounds, Sinn!
And I don't believe it. He has Gemini with him.
And look at Gemini. He's gone over to the dark side.
Well, Sinn has had the easiest ride through this tournament. He's fluked his way along, and he got the girl. Paul Vault's old partner is now definitely with Sinn.
Gemini got tired of pole vault, and she decided better latex than never.
So here we go, our first semi-final to decide which of the Americans is going to make it through to the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge. And Sinn, finally, starts off with some action.
Well, Sinn may have gotten Gemini to give in to Sinn, but Tony Kozina's not going to do that. Oh, and look at Gemini's already getting involved in the match.
Well, I don't recall her behaving this way when she was with Paul Vault, because, of course, he's a Brit and a gentleman, and she behaved herself accordingly, but Sinn has led her to bad ways.
She was cheating when she was with Paul Vault, and you remember her slapping around referee J.J. Rivers. And now look at Tony Kozina. He's throwing Sinn out of the ring.
We've said this before, Kozina, you see, he's a small man, but he does show some power.
You know, he's got 3 clean pins in 4 matches. Tony Kozina pins him cleaner.
Now, I can't believe this behaviour here. I mean, I know that he doesn't do much at all, but trying to get his hair done during the course of a bout as well. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, what else is your valet for if he's not going to help you with the hair?
She's using a little bit more makeup than the last time we saw her as well. Is that eyeliner?
Tony Kozina's doing a good job here, turning Sinn over, but Sinn now raking the eyes.
Now, every time we've seen Kozina in this tournament, he's done exceptionally well. Sometimes he's looked like he's struggling. He's hit the deck now. But often he comes back and he works very well.
Ooh, Sinn's losing the latex and he's coming in. He's stripping down for action.
Do you think he finally means business here, Mike?
It sure looks that way. Remember, he's only one match away from the final. And that's a big leg drop. He got a lot of elevation from that.
Well, you said it before when you've seen Sinn in the ring. You have said that he's a man who likes to pace himself. Has he finally come good at the right time?
Well, there's more action in the first 2 minutes than we've seen in all of his other matches combined. He usually does just enough to get the job done, but he's not wasting any time against Kozina. Spinning kick to the back of Kozina's neck.
Gemini must be a very good influence on him at the moment, I would say, then.
I think Gemini looks like she's running Psycho Steve a little battle 1-2 to see who's going to be the weirdest person in this tournament.
Oh, that's got to hurt. That's a big drop. And he's smiling now. Now he's smiling. You will excuse me, Mike, but and I hate to use this kind of language, but I find him to be a scoundrel. I'm sorry, I've said it now. I've said it.
Well, how does that explain Gemini then? I mean, you know, this is community care gone crazy.
I'm not allowed to use any of the words that I'm thinking about for her, Mike. Sorry. Kozina again. He's sweating now. Ooh.
At the moment, life is looking pretty simple on Planet Sinn.
Well, frankly, he's done so little wrestling in this tournament so far. I'm surprised he's not consulting his notebook just to find out what moves he's meant to do.
Oh, and look at Gemini.
Working at it.
Sinn distracts referee John Hall, and Gemini is doing the business on Tony Kozina.
This man is a bad influence on this lady. You never saw any of this at all. Impropriety when she was with Paul Vault. I'm sorry, Mike, it didn't happen.
She was choking him on the ropes.
I know that you think you guys are here to win the thing, and it's big number one.
I mean, Tony Kozina was in this match until she started interfering, and don't blame it on the American. Typical British woman.
Well, I think it's a bad influence, Mike. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. And I know that you like to conduct your business this way. I just don't think it's the right way. I'm sorry.
Oh, and Sinn pulling up Tony Kozina when it looked like he had the pin. This could come back to haunt him.
Sinn suddenly come alive in this tournament. Perhaps he picked the right time. Oh, now that's hurt him, though.
Nice timing by Tony Kozina. And now he's going up to the top rope.
He may be blooded. He's not beaten.
Drop kick.
Gone for the pin. Nearly.
Sinn kicks him out after 2, and Tony Kozina's going up top again.
Now, we've seen Kozina win from here before. This is one of his strengths, and another great drop.
Crossbody. Oh, again, only a 2 count, but Tony Kozina's come alive now, and he's going up for a 3rd time. This is high risk. And Gemini's up there.
Oh, now Gemini's interfering with him, and Kozina's hurt himself, I think, on the post there.
Oh, he came down on the turn. Came down on the turnbuckle, leg and middle.
He's got him in real trouble here.
Monster power.
He's won it.
Interference did it. Gemini interfering.
Sinn is there. He's had help all the way through this tournament with dodgy decisions, and now he's had help with a very dodgy piece of company.
Well, Sinn's the first person in this tournament to get something good out of Britain.
Sinn is in the ring, vicious, dominating, evil. He is the most awesome individual to ever enter the squared circle. And when it's done, carnage is not a pretty sight. I love to watch him do his stuff. Hello, my pretty. I'm here for my 11:15 hair appointment.
Oh, yes, Mr. Sinn.
That's correct. Thank you very much. It was very important for a man to always look his best. Getting my hair done is great. I love to look good. Going and working out at the gym. I just live a normal, everyday life. I don't see any problems with the way I carry myself or look like. I think the people out there in the everyday world, they're the ones with the problem. Maybe the smoke will clear for them one day and they'll see the real truth as things are. Nothing wrong with my teeth.
From Cumbria, weighing 225 pounds, the Vigilante.
And now we might find out who the UK champion's going to be, because it's the matchup of the Vigilante, the Cumbria Cowboy, stepping into the ring.
Look at that expression. You know, I've liked this guy more and more with each match. He may be a wannabe American, but that's something good that you want to be.
I am sick to death of hearing about Gary Steele.
So am I.
Save me your applause, you pathetic people. I am trying to talk. Shut up! Shut up, I'm trying to talk. I hate Gary Steele, and I hate all you people. Because you worship him like he's some kind of hero. You are pathetic. And Steele, you think you're clever, being the good guy, the nice guy. Well, let me tell all of you, and especially you, Steele, nice guys finish last. So prepare to be gunned down.
You've been giving him lessons, Mike Carlson.
The Vigilante's talking my language now.
And his opponent from Gravesend in Kent. He weighs 240 pounds. Gary Steele!
We've said it all along. Here is the great hope. He is the man of Steele. He is Gary Steele. He's been a champion before, and I think he can be a champion again, Mike Carlson.
Oh, here we go again, Mark Webster. On and on and on. Gary Steele and the British shower curtain over his back. I mean, what is that? That's the symbol for the British standard of excellence, right? BSE, good British beef.
He's prime British beef, and I have decided now that officially the Cowboy does belong to the US side of things. He's your man.
Well, the Vigilante has had just a change of heart as this tournament has gone on. He's seen the light.
Well, the Vigilante thinks...
Oh, and... Gary,
now there's a thing.
That's Gary Steele's got a brace on his left knee.
Now he didn't wrestle with this before, did he?
David Young, remember, gave him a real beating in the quarterfinals, and that may have been when he injured that knee.
Ah, so yeah, the first time we've seen it. Okay. Well, you may like him, but I don't think the crowd like the Vigilante, Mike Cole.
Well, what do you expect from a British crowd? The Vigilante, a wannabe American, and you know, looking like he could ride the prairies any day he wants.
Straight to work on Gary's left arm. Gary's out. Nice move. Vigilante's riding the range again here. Vigilante's riding the range again, back in action, and he started working hard on the midriff.
Good chop by the Vigilante. Knocked that wind right out of Gary Steele. Drive him to the mat.
Big hit. Gary goes down hard.
And down is where Gary Steele belongs. The Vigilante's going to keep him there.
Vigilante working away once again on those midsections. Oh, and this is that legendary straight-fingered US punch that you seem to like so much,
Oh,
Mike.
it's perfectly legal, clean, open fist.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, and that's the kind of acrobatic fall vault maneuver that you seem to like so much, Mark Webster.
Well, he's certainly not used that one before. He's getting very confident with Steele in front of him, isn't he, the Vigilante? Oh!
We heard that one down here.
He's tried it again. Oh, he's blown it. Oh, yeah!
Steele with a big toss.
The Vigilante's headed for the last round-up, Mike.
No, he's out, he's out. Vigilante shot his way out of that one. He's been in tight situations before. It's going to take more than Gary Steele to be the posse that rounds him up.
People have made this mistake before, trying to fight Gary on the mat. Gary's strong there.
Yeah, the Vigilante's out of that with the escape, and now working on Gary Steele's left shoulder and his neck. Right in the midsection.
Right in the ribs. Felt that, and that one as well. Look at the cheers. He's getting nothing but boos from this crowd. Here we go. Is it high noon for Gary Steele now?
Oh, headbutt off the top. Gary Steele's headed straight for Boot Hill. Oh, come on, J.J. Rivers. He's got to be quicker on the draw than that.
Oh, I see. He's changed his counting like all your US counterparts do as well, Mike. He wants to sit the flying by up to 3. Doesn't happen.
Oh, Vigilante spinning headbutt off the top.
And he's gone for the pin again.
Oh, Gary Steele wimping out, getting that foot on the ropes.
And I must say, Gary Steele, this is not the Gary Steele I expected to see come into this semi-final. Vigilante came in confident, and perhaps it was justified.
Absolutely.
Gary's flagging now, and he's going upstairs.
Just way up top now. He nearly lost his balance.
And that's just enough to get Gary out of there. Bought himself some time, and he's moving in on the Vigilante now.
The high-risk maneuver, too much for the Vigilante, and Gary Steele's got him on the mat. Vigilante's writhing. Oh! And Gary Steele didn't learn the lesson. The Vigilante missed. Gary Steele missed. What a jump.
Hit.
Vigilante rolls him up.
He's reversed it. He's got it! Gary Steele's got it!
Here is your winner,
another cheap win.
Steele!
Another cheap win for Gary Steele. I don't know how he does it.
Well, the Vigilante made his move. He thought he had his man where he wanted him, and Gary simply rolled him back. And that is Gary Steele.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, what's happened here?
That's it, make him pay. Oh, right on that knee. Should have worked that injured knee earlier. Oh, yes, punish him. That's it, Vidge.
I simply cannot believe this. And Paul Bolt is in the ring.
What's he doing here? It's none of his business.
Paul Bolt, another great British gentleman, a fine wrestler, and he's seen off the Vigilante. But I'd say Gary Steele is hurting. Gary is hurting.
He paid the price.
Real problems. I think the physio's now going to enter the ring. Yes, yes. Everyone's very worried about it. He's saying no.
Oh, no, not him again. The guy in the cheap suit just congratulated the Vigilante.
Well, the Vigilante's down and out.
Maybe he's going to start making sense for a change.
Well, the commissioner's come into the ring to find out exactly what's happened to Gary Steele. No one's quite sure.
Well, this is the guy you said was our noble leader, but you know, there's more Arthur Daly in this guy than King Arthur.
Well, listen, Steele, Paul Bolt's chatting to him there. I just keep seeing these heads saying, no, I'm really worried that he may not be ready to fight in the final. Is there a real problem?
Everybody looks very worried about Gary Steele's condition, except the commissioner.
Well, he's looking in. Is he looking for...
I don't know. Gary Steele's shaking his head no. I think he's probably going to chicken out of that final.
Well, the Vigilante looks just as bad because he just lost the bout.
The Vigilante was cheated out of the bout.
Well, I have to say that it's most annoying being brought down to ringside over such a trivial matter.
That's right. Injuries are part of wrestling.
I am very busy being the commissioner. I have far better things to do.
We've seen some of those things he has to do, and they're very profitable.
Whilst I'm here anyway, I might as well deal with what I've got to deal with. It seems that, unfortunately, it pains me to have to tell you that Gary Steele is very badly injured.
Oh, no.
And it's an awful shame, but unfortunately, he will not be able to go through to the final.
Oh, that's so sad.
No way.
Now, it seems that over here, this other fine athlete, who's obviously in far better condition, has no injuries. Therefore, he can carry on.
The Vigilante's
firing on all cylinders.
I'm sorry, but business is business.
I don't believe this. Gary cheated his way to the final.
I'm doing this right now. I will not let my country down, and I will not let my fans down. I will be here for the final. I guarantee it. I am wrestling for the final.
Gary is going to make it. I mean, he's still hobbling, but Gary still says he's going to wrestle.
Well, he's a fool if he does, Mark Webster.
Well, they're carrying him out the ring. I mean, he looks in real trouble, Mike, but he says he will wrestle.
Let him come to the ring on one leg, and Sinn will take care of him. So it's Sinn against that fool, Gary Steele, in the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge Grand Final. But women's action after the break as Riptide, the ultimate fighting machine, takes on the English Rose, Nikita.
The mobile phone is changing. Switch to BT Cellnet's new internet phone, and you can email anyone in the world. So now, for the same price as an ordinary mobile, you can keep in touch with whoever you want, whenever you want. Surf the net. Surf the BT Cellnet.
Caesar is proud to give you Alien Spectacular! Win the crowd, and you'll win your freedom.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Gladiator.
It's the game where you choose your prize. You can't lose with the Mail's Pick a Prize. Could you pick £100,000? Get your card with tomorrow's Mail on Sunday.
When you look after other members of the family, it's somehow more demanding than just looking after yourself. Which is probably why so many people choose Panadol as their family pain reliever. Suitable to use even if someone in the family is asthmatic. Yet it's strong enough on pain and gentle enough to take on an empty stomach. Today's pain reliever for all the family. Panadol, the gentle giant.
New Refresh from Comfort captures smells and neutralizes them, leaving clothes with a just washed fragrance. New Refresh from Comfort.
Magnum. Life is all about priorities.
Classic. For the cat in your life and the life in your cat.
This isn't looking good, you know. Like that.
I'll strap it up.
I mean, we've got ICID.
Yeah, I'll sit and strap it up.
I sit and strap it up, but I mean, essentially, I don't you think you should be carrying on with this?
Well, I've got to carry on.
I don't think you should.
I've got to carry on.
Well, that's not good news for Gary Steele. We know he wants to wrestle, but we're not necessarily sure it's going to happen.
Gary Steele's just got to grit it up and wrestle. Injuries are part of the game. If he can't take the heat, he should not be in the kitchen.
Right, well, that'll be a little bit later on. He's got a bit of time to sort himself out because we've got our first trophy to be won now, and it's in the tag final.
This is for the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge Tag Team Championship from Basildon in Essex at a total combined weight of 420 pounds. Seek and destroy!
There you go, the UK representatives. I mean, we've seen these guys before, but we've not seen them wrestling, Mike.
Well, these are the commissioner's private army, I think.
And their opponents at a total combined weight of 447 pounds, Rick Michaels and Ozzie Rules!
The strangest combination we've had so far in the world of wrestling.
And look, I mean, this is another one of the commissioner's crazy decisions, and these two guys, they're enemies. They hate each other. They're tag team rivals in America. They've never worked together before.
Tag it may be, team it probably isn't.
And look at Ozzie Rules trying to steal the limelight from Rick Michaels. He's trying to get in front of Ozzie. I mean, these guys, how are they going to work together as a tag team if they can't even enter the ring together?
Rick Michaels is the man from Bad Attitude. Ozzie Rules from the New South. And I think they've decided, for the honour of your country, Mike, to do this right.
Well, we heard them say that, but I just don't see any evidence that that's actually going to happen.
Not the... Here we go again. And there is Ozzie Rule's secret weapon. That often comes into play in his matches.
So now, is this seek or destroy, Mark? You're the British.
It's definitely one of the two, Mike. I could confirm that for you.
I'm going to say that this guy is Seek. He's the good-looking one.
Well, if he's Seek, he's getting destroyed at the moment by Ozzie. Good work by him.
That one must be destroy then. A couple good elbows by Ozzie Rules, and he tags into Rick Michaels.
Mike, there's a real problem here, Mike. They look very similar. Are we going to be able to tell which one's Seek and which one's destroy in a moment?
Did you just think of that?
No. Oh, yes.
Now, that's tag team work. These two guys work as a team, and that's the big advantage they have.
That's right. These... Oh, yeah.
Destroy. Putting him down.
Well, Rick and Ozzie may be good wrestlers, but we have got ourselves a genuine team here in Seek and Destroy. There's a cold look in these fellas' eyes. They mean business.
They look like the kind of guys who show up at West Ham on the day when there's no match.
Oh! Well, it's a British tag team wrestling, says Seek. Or Destroy.
Well, Destroy has turned a job on both those guys, showing a lot of individual ability as well as tag team prowess.
And there's the tag. And there's the pair of them going to work again. Oh!
Much as I hate to say it, that's perfectly legal. You've got 4 seconds to complete the tag. Oh, now there is some teamwork.
Yeah, classic piece of American tag team work, Mike.
That's a good team have to work together.
Now, I must say, the good thing about it is we're seeing a very plucky performance here. I mean, we know these two fellas know how to wrestle, but this man is going for a marathon
I don't know how Seek keeps going. He must be a masochist because he's taken a lot of pain. He hasn't given in, but now Rick Michaels is up on the top rope.
He's going for a big finish. Oh!
That's it. That's it. This match is over.
No, misses again. How did he get out of that? He's taking so much pain.
Where did he come up with that? Give him a little bit of credit.
I think Rick Michaels looked round at us and said, I can't believe this guy's still here.
Seek has been taking a beating.
Really weakening stuff there. Michaels working hard on his head now. And Destroy at some point is going to have to find his way in this ring by fair means or foul. I prefer fair, of course.
Oh, no chance. He's not going to have a chance to tag out. Seek is dead. Stick a fork in this one, it's done.
And Ozzie Rules goes for the Ozzie Rules rule again.
That was a full goal. 6 points for that.
And he's out of the pin again. I can't believe it.
Maybe put J.J. Rivers in the butcher's suit.
That's right. He's got to make an effort to get in there. Now he's cheering his partner along. But wait, after just needs a swap. He needs to be in that ring working.
Well, Destroy makes a great cheerleader, but he hasn't been doing much wrestling for the past few minutes.
I mean, I know us Brits have been used to fighting 2 men at a time because that's the way you like to wrestle in the States, it would seem.
This is all perfectly legal. It's tag team wrestling.
This time it is.
Oh, no! Rick Michaels hit Ozzie Rules.
Well, that's what normally happens when these two guys are together.
Seek was so battered, he just fell down. Ozzie doesn't like that at all. Now they're going to try it again, make it work this time. Oh, Destroy's got Rick Michaels.
And now he's in the ring, but not in the way that he would want to be. Seek and Destroy both in there together.
Reversal. Oh, no! Rick Michaels into Ozzie Rules.
He's getting the press.
No! That can't be real.
I can't believe that the tag team champions, Seek and Destroy.
Ozzie Rules cost him the match.
It was all punishment up to that point for Seek and Destroy. And then suddenly, the two men got in the ring, and then it all happened.
Rick Michaels was in complete control of that match, and Ozzie Rules cost him the match.
Incredible performance there.
And to present the trophy, please welcome national TV presenter of How To and a well-known face down here in Meridian. Please welcome Fred Dyning.
Fred is God.
Do it, Fred. Do it, Fred. Very wise. Great news as well. Gets to present the first trophy to two Brits.
It figures, doesn't it?
Don't deny it, Mike. They won that fair and square, and what a move to finish on.
Fred.
Those countries come home to America.
Fred Dynage was giving Rick Michaels a little lip.
Seek gets his cup. And Seek gets his cup. Or Destroy, you take your pick. Well done. Seek and Destroy. Fabulous victory for the UK tag team. Michaels and Rules go back with nothing.
Ozzie, it's your fault. Because you, like these British, are lazy. You should have held him. I was holding him. You punched me in the nose.
That's right. They're both right. And there's only one way to settle this.
Well, they're going at it now. And, yeah, good.
Oh, here comes security to try to pull these two guys apart. They've been at it all through the tournament. Why let it stop now? This is what I want to see, real wrestling.
Seek and Destroy, you won the competition. You must be very proud.
Well, for them to bring over the Americans, and the Americans weren't too bad, but the British to go out and win. Looks like we've got a good chance of winning all three championships here tonight.
Yeah, well, I can't add more to it. We came here to do a job and we did it. We come out, we're the champions, they're not. What else I can say about that is
Oh! We're going again. Now the refs are going to join in as well. They need more bodies in there.
Security's in there, 4 security guards, 2 referees are in there. And then, Ozzie gets that last kick in.
5 minutes, they managed to keep it together, Mike. 5 minutes, but now back to the old story. They hate each other.
They were only 3 seconds short of getting those cups.
Now security's managed to get Rick and both Ozzie out of the ring. It's not going to stop Michaels going in. He's moved in again, and now they're out of the ring going.
They're still at... If only these guys had known Fred Dynage was going to present the cups.
Well, that's obviously what's made them so upset. Imagine collecting your cups from Fred Dynage, you see.
And after the break, Fred will present the trophy to our women's champion. Will it be Riptide from the USA or England's own Nikita? And it's Gary Steele versus Sinn in the men's final. But will Gary be ready to wrestle?
No, it's not looking good.
I've got to go on.
No. I definitely don't recommend it.
Well, I'm going on. Strap it up. Ah!
Sign up now with NatWest.com and enjoy banking in the comfort of your own home.
Well, if that's how you feel, maybe we should just finish it.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll have my CDs back then.
Typical.
And make sure they're in the right boxes.
Okay.
So that's it then.
That's it.
Keep talking.
I'll miss you.
We can still see each other.
Yeah. Go out now and again. Just as friends.
Yeah, just as friends.
Every couple of months.
Well, every few weeks, if you like.
How about next week?
How about this week?
I'm free tomorrow, actually.
Are you free tonight?
See you in 20 minutes?
I'll be there in 10.
Think that's our shortest break-up yet.
you can have all the expertise of Garnier Ombre Solaire at the push of a button. New Ombre Solaire protection sprays from Laboratoire Garnier.
Welcome to the land of the Golden Pharaohs and the Valley of the Kings. Welcome to Old Cairo, where Jesus Christ found refuge. Welcome to our beautiful Red Sea resorts and the romance of the Nile. Welcome to the holiday of a lifetime, Egypt. Welcome to our 7th millennium.
Can't use the fact that Joe's in love.
With BT, you can get a dedicated line to surf the net for our best price ever. Call BT on 0800 800 845 now. So delicious. Opened fresh every mealtime. A Whiskas pouch is always irresistibly tasty. As your cat will tell you, every day.
I'm a professional. Don't try this at home.
This contest is for the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge Ladies Championship. From Fort Lauderdale in Florida, weighing 150 pounds, the ultimate fighting machine, Riptide.
Well, Riptide called for this bout, Mike, and she's got it.
That's right. If it wasn't for Riptide, we wouldn't have a Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge Women's Trophy.
This is Riptide, who we saw fighting one of her own US counterparts, but now she's going for the cup.
Now, remember, she had a very tough match against Violet Flame, and then once she'd finished with Violet Flame was seriously weakened, and that's when you brought the British wrestler in.
And her opponent comes from North London. She weighs 145 pounds, Nikita!
And we met this lady for the first time when she came into the ring and beat Violet Flame. And Riptide wanted a piece of the action. Well, she's got it.
I can understand that.
It's Nikita.
There haven't been too many good things we've seen from Britain in the past few weeks, but I have to admit, this could be one of them. Not that I'm turning on my compatriot in this match, but there's a lot to like about Nikita.
Well, I wasn't too sure about ladies wrestling last time we saw it in the challenge, but by the time Nikita got into the ring, I knew full well that these ladies can act top athletes and genuine competitors.
And she's looking a whole lot better now that Tank isn't next to her.
She lost all those unsightly pounds, didn't she, Mike? Here they go then. Oh, yes.
Oh, Nikita's coming out aggressively, trying to get on top of Riptide.
Well, Riptide will tell anybody that's listening that she is the best in the world.
And
but she's taking
down on the concrete. Nikita coming out with all guns blazing.
Perhaps you wish you never bothered asking for this battle now, I should think, Mike, don't you? Riptide, she's struggling already.
Oh, you think that was funny, huh? Oh, that's real nice. You people are so uncouth.
That's right.
No manners at all.
That's right.
That's where you bring your children up like that.
Here she is being ladylike and demure, and your audience just can't appreciate it.
I think she invented the word uncouth, to be honest with you.
I don't see you. You're not very couth, Mark.
Hey! Shut up over there!
Perhaps she asked nicely, Mike.
She is asking nicely. Oh, that's That's it. Now she's back in the match. But don't mess up that face.
Well, I think she was definitely taking a breather outside there. Cute stuff, I suppose. Riptide knows this wrestling game, doesn't she?
Yeah, and that's Riptide's weight loss plan. A few kicks in the midsection.
Yeah, they hurt. They knock the wind out of you, and that's pain all the way.
She's a pectorally superior woman here.
And she's giving Nikita a couple of pecks there with her boot at the moment, working away again at that midriff.
2 pecks in a bushel right there.
Once again, Riptide now working on the floor.
No, that's it.
Strangle.
No, that's legal. John Hall protecting the British woman.
Well, John knows the rules of the game, Mike. Again, working Nikita on the right side, still working that throat.
Right in the hole. Come on. Okay, now you were making fun of Sinn in his costume, but it looks like Nikita's is made from the offcuts of Sinn's suit.
I think it's a rather nice uniform, actually, Mike.
I like the bits that aren't covered better.
Hard slap and then a big drop. Going for a press, is she here?
This is trouble for Nikita now. Riptide in command. Riptide wants John Hall to ask her if she'll submit. Nikita's refusing to submit.
Nikita's being strong. She's holding on in there. Now, we know this hurts there. That's brave work there from Nikita. I don't know exactly how she held in there for so long.
Well, she's got courage. You got to give her that much.
So Riptide more interested in arguing with the crowd than finishing off the wrestler in front of her.
Oh, good slam on Nikita. Remember, Nikita's someone we've never seen before. She's come out of nowhere with very little wrestling experience.
Yeah, definite unknown quality, so we're not quite sure if she can wrestle to the same standard as Riptide, but she's definitely hanging on in there. Plucky performance by her, girl.
Yeah, Riptide with the chin lock now. This could be dangerous. Again, looking for the submission, and Nikita refusing. Riptide breaks the hold and comes right back in to do more damage.
Oh! She's certainly been working away at the midriff, Riptide.
That'll knock that belly button ring right out of Nikita. Oh, and a roll-up.
Oh,
only a 2, but Riptide has to be careful.
Very careful indeed. That's a canny move there from Nikita. And this as well.
Into a pin.
Oh, close again. Still working away on Riptide here. Still working away. Another pin.
That's nicely done.
Close again.
Only Riptide's strength saved her there. Now Riptide working on Nikita's face and hair.
Oh.
The head and shoulders approach.
Well, it may be good for dandruff, Mike, but it's not doing much good to Nikita's wrestling at the moment. She's struggling.
That's it, but what she's got to do now is land a big one. Oh, Riptide went down too soon. Backbreaker by Nikita.
Nikita's making her move now.
That was a nice move. I don't know where she pulled that from.
And again,
she slams Riptide.
Gone for the pin. This time.
Unbelievable.
Yes, indeed. And the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge Ladies Champion.
And Riptide is angry.
Nikita.
And here comes Violet Flame.
And they're both now beating up on Nikita, but here comes Tank.
And Nikita's going to pay the price. Get that big lug out of the ring. This is a woman's match.
It's where he should be.
Oh, and Riptide just knocked John Hall down. Riptide's working on referee John Hall.
Well, Nikita is the victor.
Riptide, oh no! Tank's got Riptide by the neck. You can't do that. She's a woman. You can't choke slam a woman. Somebody get in there. This isn't fair. Get that big lug out of the ring. Oh, that's awful.
Now, normally
that's
I wouldn't have approved.
Unbelievable, Mark Webster.
Normally.
How can the referees allow that to happen? Where's your referee now?
This is why, because Nikita is the winner.
Nikita!
They let that big fat mashed potato come in and knock her to the mat. That is not fair.
To present the trophy to Nikita, please welcome Fred Dinage.
If there was an ounce of justice in Fred Dinage's body right now, he'd knock Tank silly.
Mike, Riptide asked for it, and she got it. She wanted the challenge, and she certainly got one. And Nikita gets the trophy. The trophy, once again, stays in the UK.
Well, have to admit that it's a nice place to put a trophy.
So Riptide, you were doing so well, and then Nikita just suddenly came out with that pin from nowhere.
You know, Nikita, you are so lucky. First off, it took a 320-pound guy to level me. How dare you people embarrass me like that? Don't you know who I am? This is only the beginning. I haven't even got started with you. You think that I am just going to let you humiliate me like that? Embarrass me? Me, Riptide, international superstar all over the world, champion wrestler? No, don't even think it for a second, woman. I'm coming back, and I'm going to come back stronger, harder, faster, and I am going to tear you up one side, down the other, and I am going to go through you like you weren't even there.
And we're here. We've had the round robins, we've had the quarterfinals, we've had the semi-finals, and now we are there, Mike.
6 weeks of action, and finally we can get you to shut up.
This contest is set for 1 fall and has no time limit, and is for the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge title. In defiance of doctor's orders, he hails from Gravesend in Kent and weighs 240 pounds, Gary Steele!
Yes, indeed. This is why you'll be hearing from me again. This man, the fine wrestler, the man of steel, in defiance of doctor's orders, Mike Carlson, because that lefty is coming out to wrestle for the title.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, boo-hoo. This is what wrestling is all about. You have to wrestle when you're hurt. You have to be able to compete through pain.
Well, this is what Gary is going to do. Look at that knee. He's all strapped up. Took a vicious beating in the semis. And he's... Well, Mike, I mean, he can't even walk on it properly. I mean, you've got to ask yourself, is he a courage beyond the call of duty, I'd say?
He's just looking for sympathy from the crowd. He's trying to build them up.
That's more than sympathy, Mike. These people love Gary Steele because they know they've got themselves a genuine champion stepping into the ring.
Just a cheap gimmick, Mark. Actually, you know, Gary Steele's really, he's having trouble standing on that.
Gemini from Hudson,
you know, one really bad.
Weighing 220 pounds, Sinn!
And accompanied by Gemini yet again, it's Sinn.
And now you see what the danger is for Gary Steele, because Sinn is a smart wrestler who will know enough to work on that weak point. And if Gary Steele's injury is as bad as you say it is, and it really does look that way, it could be a career-threatening injury.
What's more, big problem for Gary here is that he knows Sinn from previous times before as well, because Sinn stole a victory, I think we can safely say, against him in earlier rounds, Mike.
They met in the very first round, and referee J.J. Rivers had to make the decision, and he gave Sinn the decision.
Here they all are again then. It's the same guys in the ring together.
Look at Gemini. And that's the difference from the first match. Sinn didn't have Gemini then, and she just took Gary Steele down by the bad leg. Oh, my God.
Moving straight in on that knee.
Oh, Sinn going straight to work on the knee, and Gary Steele has to be in excruciating pain.
Has Gary made the right decision here? I don't know. He's defying doctor's orders, and he's working straight on the knee. I can't believe this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Into the steel ring post.
How can I mean, even if he can get out of this, Mike, I mean, you can't even stand on that leg anymore, surely.
Oh, Mark Webster, just because no one can understand what you say doesn't mean that you're not right occasionally. Gary Steele is suffering now. This is cruel.
Well,
I'll give him credit, because obviously he can't do much, and Sinn is taking advantage of it.
Well, the crowd know, obviously, that Gary's struggling, and Sinn hurt as well. He's no fool, is he? He's working away. There's one target for him. going for the bullseye all the time. That left knee, oh!
And you know the difference in Sinn is Gemini. Ever since Sinn picked up Gemini from that loser, Paul Vault, he's been a different wrestler.
Paul Vault's former training partner, nice young lady, and then Sinn has transformed her.
Sinn is sinking those fangs into Gary Steele. He's no nonsense. He's going straight for the kill.
Well, you'd have to say at this moment that you could see this trophy going across the pond.
Where it belongs.
Working away on that left knee. All pain it is for Gary Steele now.
And Sinn stripping the latex off and getting down to business.
He's a brave man. He wanted to come in and represent the UK.
He's going to figure four.
Oh!
He's put Gary Steele in a figure four. Nothing puts more pressure on your knee.
And Gemini's pulling the rope away. Gary wants to touch the rope so he can get out of this hole, but Gemini's pulling the rope away. He's there now.
Oh, and now Gemini's giving the extra leverage to Sinn. Gary Steele can't reach the rope. He's being pulled away. And he submitted.
It's all over.
Gary Steele has submitted to Sinn. The biggest match of his career, and he's submitted. He quit. And Sinn has got the win. Sinn is the champion.
JJ called it. JJ looked down into Gary's face. And Gary just couldn't take any more. Ring the bell, he said. And there was genuine concern in JJ's face when he did it as well. He knows this man has suffered. And Sinn is the champion of the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge.
And Gary Steele must have been in incredible pain to submit in this match. Oh, and
no, there's no need for this. He's going back at him. He's won the title. He could just leave Gary alone, but no, he's still working.
That's uncalled for. That's a step too far.
Well, perhaps we may just get this. I mean, you know, this is the guy. So you want the commissioner to step in and come in and say, look, if this man's doing this, there's no way that he should take a trophy away with him.
It's that British woman. It's that horrible British woman, Gemini. Gemini has made Sinn do it. She's turned Sinn evil.
And now he's in JJ.
Oh, he stepped JJ Rivers. And look at the smile on Gemini's face. She loves this.
JJ is down. Gary Steele is down. But the man standing in the middle of the ring is the champion of the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge.
It's all thanks to Sinn.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, here is your champion, Sinn. And to make the presentation, please welcome Fred Dinage.
Well, I don't see this being a very popular decision. Fred's going to have to hand the cup over to Sinn.
Well, remember, Gemini's a British woman, and she grew up idolizing Fred Dinage.
And Fred, quite rightly, he's going to have a quick word with Gary, see how he is.
Present the trophy, Fred. The loser's medals can come later.
Well, Gary's cleared the ring now, I'm glad to say, and well, he's going to have to be helped out of the arena, I'm afraid, because that left knee is so bad.
Yeah, and look at John Hall trying to get one last. That partisan referee. And now, just give him the cup.
There goes Gary. Now, Fred seems to be having a bit of a laugh and a joke with Sinn.
I'm not sure.
That's a wise idea.
I'm not sure it's a smart thing, because Sinn doesn't always know quite what planet he's on.
And there's Gary looking on as Sinn raises the trophy. He is the champion. But it's all to do with that dodgy leg. There's no two ways about it. But the trophy will be staying in the UK if Gary was fully fit, Mike Coulson.
Oh, I don't know about that, but Sinn is the champion, and you can't argue with that. The first ever Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge.
And you people, shut up! Come here, Fred, or whatever your name is. Gary Steele, I gotta hand it to you. You're one tough SOB. But you're not tougher than Sinn. I am the new Transatlantic Challenge winner.
I think SOB means silly old Brit.
Come here, friend. I want you to know that these people in here should be down on their knees kissing my shoes. They should be worshiping the ground I walk on, because Sinn is number one. I'm the champ. I rule. Sinn is number one. And all you people will know it. And I swear, by a fit of my anatomically correct rubber suit, that I will be the new and only champion here. Ladies and gentlemen, until Gary comes back, the champion, Sinn!
Fred called it right. When Gary's back and fit, he can challenge for this trophy again, and I'll tell you what, he'll win it.
That's a little out of line. It's none of his business, but Sinn is the champion. Sinn and Gemini, that turncoat English woman, but I got to admit, he wouldn't have been able to do it without her.
Well, it's been a great competition. It's been full of famous victories and controversial decisions, Mike. And so from myself, Mark Webster, and Mike Coulson, it's goodbye.
It's not over. I promise you, this is not over.